Now at 6, a Vancouver mother is set to appear in court today after allegedly abandoning her baby right after giving birth. Our Corey Johnson will bring us a full story coming up in a live report. Plus,
rodeo is an inherently dangerous sport, and especially bull riding.
So the sisters Rodeo facing multiple lawsuits after a bull jumped the fence and trampled people in the audience back in 2024. Why the plaintiffs say the rodeo should have done more to prevent this incident from happening.
And with heat reaching into the upper 90s Sunday and Monday, you'll want to pay extra attention to your pets. We share advice from vets on how to keep your pets safe during the upcoming weather just ahead as your news at sunrise starts right now. Good morning, and thank you for joining us on your Thursday. I'm China Green.
And I'm Matthew Herchick. Happy to have you with us. Rod tried to do martial arts on air yesterday, so he's called off.
His hammy, and it's back.
Rod is off today. Chris is doing double duty, so you'll start off with the weather.
And I am happy to bring you a beautiful forecast for today. I'll step out of the way. This is the live look from our Chinook Winds Casino Resort camera in Lincoln City. That is Cascade Head off in the distance, and we start at the beach because when it's clear and sunny at the beach in the morning, that's a good sign for the rest of us to enjoy sunshine. We have had a lot of clouds the last several days. Today, not a cloud in the sky right now, seen here from our Vancouver Springs at the waterfront camera. 49 degrees there. We go down to Salem. It's currently 47 in Salem with a clear blue sky. And last but not least, downtown Portland here. The sun is up and it's beautiful out there right now. A little bit on the cool side though, 50 last check at PDX. 48 Beaverton. Battlegrounds, the cool spot on this map at 42. We'll slide down to the south. Dallas, Almsville, Albany, all checking in within a degree or two of about 47. So that's what we are looking like getting out the door. Full sunshine from sunup to sunset, which is, by the way, at 8:59 this evening. Cool start, sunny, warm finish. Hot forecast ahead. More on that coming up in just a bit. Let's get you out the door with a look at the roads. We start off with one trouble spot south of town. That's I-5 in the upper left-hand corner of your screen down near Haynes Street. Looks like police are still on the scene with an early morning crash. The southbound left shoulder, left lane, looks like that is still blocked at this point. Outside of that, our freeway drive is nice and light out there. Don't have any major trouble just yet. Door number 2 takes us over to the Sylvan Hill. Sun right in the driver's face there. But outside of that, again, we're looking pretty good. No other crashes or unexpected delays. Guys, back to you.
Chris, thank you very much. All right, happening today, Vancouver woman accused of giving birth inside a van, then leaving her newborn baby alone for nearly an hour is expected in court this afternoon.
Yeah, court documents paint a troubling picture of what officers say they found when they responded back in May. Sunrise reporter Corey Johnson joins us live from Vancouver. Corey, these details are very disturbing.
Yeah, disturbing for sure. Matthew, China court documents accuse 37-year-old Neela Kanigi of abandoning and endangering her newborn child after giving birth inside of a van. Now, according to court records, Vancouver police were called to the area of Northeast 4th Plain on May 12th. This after a report that a woman had given birth inside a van and left the baby alone. Officers say they found a newborn girl inside the van with the placenta still attached, and investigators wrote that the baby was alone for approximately 48 minutes. Court documents saying video footage showed the woman leaving the van around 9 that morning before later being found in a nearby Goodwill parking lot. That's where she told officers that she had just given birth. The newborn girl was then taken to a local hospital. Records show she weighed about 4.5 pounds and was estimated to be about 36 weeks gestational age. Documents also state the baby later showed signs of opioid withdrawal and had abrasions on both knees that hospital staff members say were not caused by the birth. Now, Kanigi now faces charges including abandonment, endangerment related to a controlled substance, and criminal mistreatment. As for the infant, she has since been placed in protective custody. Kanigi is due to be arraigned in court today at 1:30 this afternoon, and we'll be following today's court hearing as well and bring you the latest developments on air and online. Matthew, China.
Corey Johnson reporting live this morning. Corey, thank you. Now to Washington, where we've been following a really difficult story for students and parents in the Longview School District. Yesterday, Superintendent Karen Cloninger pleaded not guilty in court to charges related to sexual assault allegations at Mark Morris High School. Now, Cloninger is accused of tampering with a witness, failing to report, and obstructing a law enforcement officer after multiple students at the school said they were sexually assaulted by their older teammates on the boys' basketball team. Investigators say Cloninger tried to downplay the incident and told school's principal to squash the situation. Cloninger was arrested in May and earlier this week was placed on unpaid leave.
The Woodburn Education Association is speaking out after the school district allegedly declared an impasse on contract negotiations. So those latest negotiations have been going on between the Education Association and the school district for over a year now. Teachers are asking for better pay and for the district to address the learning conditions impacting staff and students, like adding ice protections. The Education Association says the district declaring an impasse right now, which means no progress is possible, is its way of trying to implement an unjust contract. The teachers union saying, quote, if WSD moves to implement a contract unilaterally, Woodburn educators will authorize a strike. There is an upcoming mediation session scheduled for June 30th.
And we have an update this morning on a shooting that we told you about yesterday on Sunrise in the Wood Village area. We now know the name of the man that was killed. The sheriff's office says 24-year-old Cameron Queering was shot and killed just after 7:30 Tuesday night near the Fred Meyer there. Investigators say Queering and the suspect, 19-year-old Kenneth Nevels Jr., knew each other, and though it's unclear what led to the shooting. Nevels appeared in court yesterday where a judge denied his bail.
A key resource for domestic violence survivors in Clark County is trying to figure out what's next after it lost state funding. The YWCA now needs to make up a $90,000 gap to keep its domestic violence high-risk team going. The team provides safety check-ins and helps with court orders or finding shelter for those who are at high risk of bodily harm or domestic violence homicide. The YWCA says in the 2 years before the team's launch, there were 13 domestic violence homicides in Clark County. Since launching, there have been 4.
We are not giving up on our domestic violence high-risk team. No, we don't have funding secured for July 1st. Yes, that's in about 3 weeks. And there's no way that we're stopping this program. 88 lives, there's no way. We are not stopping this program. It is going to be difficult. We don't have all the answers right now on what funding looks like.
Landry says that they are pursuing every possible public and private funding arm they can.
And as always, we do want to remind you that if you or someone you know is a domestic violence survivor, help is always available over the phone. You can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline 24/7. That number on your screen is 800-799-7233.
So you may remember this crazy video from 2024 showing a bull named Party Bus jumping right into the crowd at the Sisters Rodeo.
Yeah, just frightening stuff. 2 spectators ended up getting trampled by the bull. Now they're suing the rodeo and its contractor, claiming they should have done more to prevent it from happening. Now, in the first $9.25 million lawsuit, Bend resident Allison Hickey says the bull knocked her to the ground, crushing her right shoulder and right calf. In a statement provided by her attorney, she wrote in part, quote, I am bringing this lawsuit not only for myself, but to help ensure no one else, certainly no child or elderly person who may have stood in my place, has to endure what I have. The rodeo contractor who provided the rodeo stock, including Party Bus, denies the allegations and the liability. Hickey also claims the rodeo profited by selling merchandise and using the bull as a way to market the event. A second suit filed by Ridgefield residents Kristen and Andrew Wirt claimed that Kristen was violently attacked by the bull from behind, bucked into the air, and trampled. They are seeking more than $2 million in that suit. We have reached out to the Sisters Rodeo Association for comment, but have not heard back.
We'll take a look at this cutie. This is Bear, the University of Maine and UMaine Police Department latest comfort canine. Bear is dedicated to supporting the well-being of students, faculty, and staff. The UMaine Police Department say Bear loves meeting new people, making friends, and spreading comfort wherever he goes.
Missed opportunity to say, meet Bear.
Oh.
Bear's not the only pup with an occupation, though. This is Bodie, and he's the newest employee at the Douglas County Sheriff's Office in Nebraska. He is a threat migration canine, meaning he'll make sure everyone at the Civic Center and courthouse are safe. He'll also sniff out all the packages that the Sheriff's Office receives. Pup's hard at work. Love to see it.
I love that.
We love our pets.
Yes.
Evidently, Barry's going to take my spot next to you as well. So.
If you're not familiar, Barry is my golden retriever
Right.
who is very well behaved, unlike.
Yeah, and Matthew was giving you some lip
certainly
before,
drool
so we
less.
thought that, we could try Barry out for a day. See if that works out.
Sure, why
Hey,
not?
I want to show you something
take the
cool,
day off.
and I want to expand on that a little bit. So, yeah, the sun is out. It is brilliantly sunny right now. This is the shot from our Chehalem tasting room camera in Sherwood. Look at the birds going through the sunrise there. Really pretty stuff. So today is one of our first days where we've seen just wall-to-wall sun, I think, from sun up to sundown. And I wanted to point out that we're rocking 15 and a half hours of daylight right now. These days here in the Pacific Northwest this time of the year are very, very long. And starting tomorrow, June 12th, that'll be our first 9 p.m. sunset. We will enjoy 9 p.m. or later sunsets from tomorrow through July 9th. All right, the sun is up. It's 50 degrees. Pointing out the obvious here. It's chilly, though, up in the battleground area. Actually checking in with 43 at last report. 46 down towards Forest Grove, Sherwood at 48. And the big perspective across the state, we do have some cold pockets in eastern Oregon, Baker City and Burns. Talking about you folks waking up to below freezing temperatures. But look at the recovery in that. Dry air will be in the mid to upper 70s out towards Baker City and Burns. Upper 70s today up and down the I-5 corridor. So take yesterday's temperature and tack on 8 to 10 degrees. That's what we're looking for with full sunshine today. Tomorrow we'll add a few degrees. And then going into the weekend, specifically on Saturday, Futurecast shows the offshore breeze starting to kick up. The air mass aloft is starting to warm as we go into the weekend. And with the downsloping wind off the Cascades, that has an additional warming effect, compressing the air, bringing the air up from higher, bringing it down lower, will boost the warming on Saturday. And then things get just downright dangerously hot, we think, on Sunday and Monday. Hence the KGW weather impact alert for that. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a few minutes. Guys.
Thank you, Chris.